everyone. My name is Isabella Perez, and this is my service learning presentation for the project plan. The plan for this project is to give a service learning experience to the children based on life science about pollution and the importance of recycling. The whole project should last a total of 7 to 8 weeks and intended for first grade students. During this time frame, the children will learn about a general amount of information on the concept of pollution as well as recycling with multifaceted activities to understanding it. And of course, many people and younger students are probably aware of pollution and different ways of recycling, but it is highly important to touch basis on things that we can do that remind them they must do them in order to help our planet because it is affecting it every day. For the student learning plan and process, the learning plan the student will be doing is, as mentioned prior, life science, and the goal is for them to be able to think more critically for their own about more complicated issues and learn to make observations of their surroundings. The time they will be learning the whole lesson will be over the course of approximately 60 days, which will include observations and activities. The lesson includes 2 reflective writing activities, which will be presented to the children to do, one in the beginning of the project and one more at the end of it. Both of these reflections include writing prompts on observation and thoughts on what they see in nature prior to learning about pollution, and also after learning about recycling and creative writing for ideas to making recycling easier and new ways to use recyclable items. For the budget, the price point for all of the included items are important for replication purposes, so it is important to know what the cost will be for every item made for the activity. The approximate size of the children to participate in the activities is 24, and the objects used in this project are soil, plastic, bottles, general non-recyclable items, and flower seeds. The total price for 40 pounds of soil costs $5. 24 plastic bottles each cost $1.50, and 2 pounds of wild flower seeds cost $8. And finally, scissors for the whole class will cost $29. So the total price is roughly $78. And just in general, it is important to know the budget of different activities so you can know which ones are more cost efficient. So that is why it's important to get the total amount and maybe focus on certain items that can be bought for a cheaper price. For the lesson plan activities, the lessons that the students will be doing during the course of the project will be observations in nature, critical thinking exercises, a crafting activity, observation of plant growth, and 2 reflectional writing activities. The students will make observations in nature first, followed by learning in class about pollution and its harm to nature, followed by an exercise where the students will share thoughts on pollution, and then next they will learn about the concept of recycling and simple items that could be used to recycle. The students will be doing a recycling activity where they will go through items in groups and determine which items can be recycled and which should be thrown away in the garbage. Finally, they will create a potted flower plant out of plastic bottles and observe its growth over the next 6 to 7 weeks. The reflections being done are used to exercise children's writing skills and to have critical thinking skills be used, since the reflections are intended to create opportunities for the children to write about the interesting things they noticed in nature. While the final reflection will be after learning about recycling and observing the potted plant's growth, and will brainstorm ideas of ways to make recycling easier and new ways to use items that are recycled.